Well, seeing as someone got it, I thought we might as jump straight into it because I'm running late now because stupid me pressed the wrong button. I'm on Restream tonight. So what does that mean? That means I'm on a funny old camera here. So a couple of things that you're going to probably notice. That first off, when I first came on here, things might be a bit blurry. They will get a bit clearer in a second. The other thing is I don't know how the sound is. Am I loud enough? Do I need to turn up the sound to make it louder? I don't know. Do I need to swap microphones? I've had to do that before on Restream. I'm just trying to get my footing, trying to get my footing about what I'm actually doing here. So we'll have to see. But well done for getting Muppet Christmas Carol. Tis the season now. Everything's all good. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Bear with me, Christian. It sounds good. Right, sounds perfect. So because the sound is perfect, that means now I can do this. Even though I'm on Restream, I can do this.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Ah, that felt good. That felt good. Okay, so I'm on Restream. The reason I'm on Restream is because going forward, I want to keep using Restream again. I get better interaction when I'm doing things like the QR codes on the screen and I can see all the chat on here. What happened before the stream started was it wasn't allowing me to put chat into the chat box. So I stupidly refreshed the page. And by doing that on a web-based browser, it just threw me out the stream. So I had to restart the stream, which meant it had a different link again. So unfortunately, we can't do that. Now, I'm going to do my monologue. I am aware people are writing comments, so I will go back and read your comments in a second. But as you see, I can look, sounds good for me. I can still highlight your comments there. I can change the design as well because it's Christmas time. Look, I could have that. I don't know. Now let's go back to that. Let's go back to boring rectangles and stuff like that. Some of the other things that I can do on here is when Christmas is coming, look, I can have this. So I've got my overlays on here now. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's just so many buttons that I can play with. I like buttons. I like being able to play with buttons. Now, before I look at the chat, a couple of things. First off, let me think. I've got so many things around here. Where do we start? Okay. If you didn't see today's video, you'll probably see that the state of my hands, my fingers are aching. I've been taking paracetamol because on Wednesday's live stream, I did a mechanical dinosaur with wood, and there's a lot of cutting wood with a scalpel and pushing wood in, and it was just, it really made my fingers ache, and I cut them to shreds as well. So I struggled, believe it or not, with the Ferrari build today, and that took me like, well, you saw what time it came up. It came up about 1:30, I think. So I thought tomorrow I was going to do the Titanic. I'm going to leave that till next week now, and I'm going to do something easy tomorrow. Now, today, I actually got the next 4 packs of RoboCop. So I'll be doing stages, where are we? 12, 11, 12, 13 and 14 of RoboCop tomorrow. If anyone hasn't received them yet, there's hardly anything to do. So you're going to be doing a foot and you're going to be attaching the hand to the arm. That's it. So I'll probably have that video done in about 5 minutes and then I can relax. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think I'm going to take myself off to see Godzilla -1 at the cinema. I think it comes out tomorrow. So I'm going to be seeing that. The other thing is, let me have a look. I bought myself something. I couldn't resist. Lou, if you're watching, you're going to absolutely love this. This is from Wicked. Wicked is the artist name, I believe. I've subscribed to his Patreon because I wanted these. But you know what I'm like for Gremlins up there? He's done this. Check this out. Now, not only is that like a Christmas diorama of all the Gremlins, but all of this is modular. So you could print out each individual Gremlin, whatever size you want, and paint it. So it's got like those 4 Gremlins in the middle. They're all one file. But then you got the flashing Gremlin, the brain Gremlin, the spider, the bats. You've got Stripe there of a chainsaw and Gizmo. They're all separate files, but they all come in this. So I bought myself that because, yeah, you know I'm like for Gremlins. There's no way I'm going to get that done in time for Christmas, but that is a project that I'm going to be doing for the new year, I think. A project that I'm doing at the moment over at, just so you know, wait, hang on, I've got to bring these up as well. Project that I'm going to be doing with the Uniformation team, though, is they paired me up with someone called Atlas 3DSS. And there's the figures there. And they've got a Harbingers of Doom, but amongst other things, which I'm starting to print at the moment. And these sculpts look brilliant. I still need to fill in the join line there, but looking absolutely brilliant. And these are the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So knowing me, I thought I'll print Death first, and then we'll paint these. I want to do a little bit of more miniature kind of models, smaller models than bigger models, to see what my painting's like for those. But that was Atlas 3D SS. That's some brilliant files there. And check out what they've got there. I'll have to get you the link if you want the Gremlins one for the Wicked guy. But they were absolutely brilliant. So I will try and get them after the stream. Now, next week, we're going to be starting the stream at 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. And it's because it's Christmas quiz. That's next Thursday. And we are going to be doing a quick test tonight to show you exactly what to expect for the Christmas quiz next week. So if you've never done it before, I will explain everything to you so you can get that as well. The other thing is, you'll probably notice in chat, loads of emotes are going on and stuff like that. If you wanted to join the channel memberships, which again, I've got the link there, you can scan that. I think the starting rate is $1.99. And that enables you to have badges and your name highlighted in chat. And you also get the members post, just like the Patreons do, and the membership lives and stuff like that. So if you wanted to become a channel member, scan that and you can join the channel member program there. Now, the advantage with that is if I get 2 more subscribers, I can make another emote. So the last emote I made was Wayne's head, and I'm sure someone's going to stick Wayne's head in there. But we'll have to see what other emotes I can create, which is pretty cool. While I'm on the QR codes, Partwork Collections now has, look, see, people are subscribed. Look at that, check that out. Partwork Collections now have 2,000 items in their store. Now, hopefully, I can share the screen. Now, I've never done this before, so stand by. So if I click on that, there you go. There's the Partworks Collection store. Look, I'm over here. That's cool. So that's the thing for Partworks Collection. Now, as you see, I've been scanning Gremlins. For me, Christmas is Gremlins. So this is the Gremlins range, but in the Partwork Collection store, all the pop culture you can shake a stick at there. Look, Dungeons and Dragons. It's all cool. But there's the link for Partwork Collections. Now, if I stop sharing, does it bring me back? It does bring me back. That's cool. And then I can hide that. So have I showed you all the QR codes? I want to, there's one more QR code, and that's with this printer. I did say that there's going to be a Christmas offer on. There is a Christmas offer on now. So you can get $100 off of that. If you click on that link, if you want a Uniformation GK2 8K resin printer and use that code, you'll get $100 off. That's Christmas GK2. So I thought I'd let you know about that one as well. Okay, so we're still here. I always show you some of the things that I've got, and I've got new Starships collections. I haven't figured out how to use the cameras over this side yet, so I'm going to have to show you on the screen here. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Starships and Vehicles, which is General Grievous Wheel Bike. Look, not a bad. I do like how they mix metal with plastic in here. No, that's not it. That's the wheel bike there, looking just like that. Not bad. It's all metal, so it's quite heavy. And there's a little seat in there, just on the side. Put that one down. The next one we've got is the Droid TIE Fighter. Tri-Fighter, should I say. I don't remember that one, I have to say. But again, this is a mixture of plastic and metal, looking just like that. Not bad, huh? And the underside. And then my favorite one, Lou Dalmaso, you're going to love this. The Marauder. So up there, I've got the Marauder, but if you want to see the metal version, I think they've done quite a good job on this, actually. Is looking like that. Check that out. Again, all of these are metal. But that's the latest Star Wars ships collection. And these go on stands. The stands come in the box as well. What I tend to do is I just open them up for the stream so you can see what they're like. And then I can put them on there just like that. Tonight I'm on the normal run because I'm saving my cherry Kraken for next week. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's saving the gym for next week as well. You watch the start of the stream. We'll start this Christmas quiz. At the moment, up to 30 questions I've done now. One of the questions that we've got on the quiz, I'm going to be doing with you tonight. So you can be guaranteed if you get the question right tonight, you'll get at least one right next Thursday because you've already seen the question. Anything else in here? No, I think I'm up to date. I did have some other deliveries today. I got some more Valentino Rossi bike, and I also got some more DeLorean. But I do want to get the Titanic done. Yeah, so pretty much loads to do. So I would now try and catch up with chat because I am running incredibly late tonight. Milan, you were going to say the Muppet Christmas Carol, but someone beat me to it. Watched it with June's nephew last week. I watched Muppet Christmas Carol. I've been working through my Christmas films. We've already watched Love Actually, and now I'm having my rewatch of Lord of the Rings. I finished Game of Thrones, all 8 seasons. So I'm up to episode 9 of House of the Dragon now. So that's all cool. Is it Free Willy? Are we still guessing the things? Sound is fine, but hair is low. But hair low. I can turn it up just a touch. See, so if I get too low, then too loud, then they let me know. And just a little fuzzy. Yeah, I know I'm going to be fuzzy. That's the thing with these web-based things. They say it's streaming in HD, but I don't believe them. So in the bathroom, watching this on the phone, the beard's going, just leaving the centre bit. Oh my God. If I even attempted to cut my beard off, Andrew Cuts, I'd get shot. I'd get shot. My little one said today to Mummy, I was watching Bruce Wayne last night. I could be. Have you ever seen me and Batman in the same room, Paul Reynolds? Where are we? Now he presses the buttons all the time. Yeah, I cocked up at the start of the stream. I should have known that would happen. I'm rusty on restream, but it does mean I can invite people to the stream now, which is cool. And I can still. Wayne forgot the lube yesterday. What? Yeah, I did. I had to use wax. It does mean that I can still put special effects on this. Like, check this out. Ready? I'm going to do my Q skills. So theoretically, whoops. If what's going on there? Stand by. Theoretically, if I click on this, it starts snowing. Look. No expense spared, I tell you, on this stream. We get special effects. Now I can't turn it off. You're going to have to put up with me having snow. There we go. The snow has turned off. Hello, Anthony Cunningham. How the devil are you? You may have missed it, but do you have any news on the Lancaster build? Yes, it comes out December 27th. Now, I know for a fact that I'm going to be doing 3 new builds in the next 4 weeks. Now, 2 of the builds I can't even tell you anything about, but what I can tell you is par for the course on Robocop. Oh, believe me, Lou, there's hardly anything. The foot, you remember we did the foot in one section in issue 2 or something? Yeah, it takes 2 issues to do the foot in this one. So, yeah, pretty cool. Right, read into this what you want. Sometimes things are released which have what they call a soft release. So even though they're out, they haven't really pushed it. And then sometimes, perhaps in the new year, one of those really soft releases is going to get a big release. And when it gets the big release out, that's when I'm going to do it. So that's one of the builds. I don't know if you know what that is, but there you go. The good Robocop, not the reboot Robocop. It's from the original Robocop. So I'm enjoying that build. But yeah, there isn't much to do. And believe me, it's going to let my fingers actually just recover from this week's builds. We've had a lot of builds this week, which have taken me hours and they've been really hard. That Ferrari was hard today as well. I didn't have as many problems putting those switches in as people said I would. But it was just a fiddly build today. But once you know how those switches go, I'm hoping that my video showed you sort of the angle they go in. But you know they've gone in right because the plate will fit perfectly over the switch. And then when you rub your finger and pretend to be a door with it, you can see yourself activating the switch. So that's good. Transformer's going to be massive when it's finished. Well, both myself and Lou Dalmeso had to hold it up against our heads. Our heads are now the unit of measure. Actually, we're now starting a petition to have our heads put as a metric unit of measure in both the United States and the UK. So we will be using our heads, literally. We've got to put our heads together. Your daughter calls them gremlins. I love Gremlins is like the best Christmas movie since Die Hard. Godzilla -1 is awesome. I've heard so many things about it. The Japanese studios have taken the IP back with a vengeance and made the best Godzilla in decades. I can't wait to see it. I've got my reading glasses on. I know it's subtitled, but I tend to, you know, have it. As Mrs. Welder Wayne said, do you really need to look at the words to watch a monster destroy a city? I suppose not. The Greens need to get a unit or 2 in industrial estate next to Ian's warehouse. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Hector, over in Chicago. If you're still there, that Will's Workshop's putting my head on there, or that's not going to come up there. That's how it comes up on my screen. I have to look over the other side to see the actual emotes coming on, which is cool. And everyone's now spamming all of the they're spamming all of the emotes. Looking forward to the quiz on your birthday. Okay, would you like to see how the quiz works? Okay. She does have some Portsmouth gin work left, definitely, because at the moment I'm only 4 minutes behind on chat, and if I do it now, then you'll get an idea how this works. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put a question on the screen, but this is how the quiz works. because there is prizes, you're going to need an answer sheet to click it on. Now, this year, last year, you had to type in names and all that. This year, it's all multiple guess, okay? Multiple choice. So I've got a little QR link here. You know what I'm like for a QR code, so stand by, which is this one here. Now, this is, come on screen. This is, if you scan that or click on that link, that will take you to a test form, okay? And that test form just says question 26, and is the answer A, B, C, or D? Now, you have to put your email address in because I need to know who's won so I can contact you and say, where would you like me to send the prize? There's no prizes for the test quiz, okay? There's no prizes at all for the test quiz. This is just a test, okay? And what will happen is I'll answer the question will be on the screen, and all you have to do is next to that, you just need to put what the answer is on the question. Now, the question I put up is going to be part of the quiz. Thank you for joining the channel there. Question 26 is going to be on the quiz, but it's a really easy question, and I thought I'd put it in there just so you can see, okay? So this is 32 people are scanned. Oh, my God. So it comes up on my screen. See, interactivity. So this is the question 26, and then this will give you an idea how to answer and then send it, and I can actually see the form, and we'll see how it looks. You ready? So I'll give you a minute to answer this question. Which country makes this? Now, there are a couple of people in chat that I know straight away is going to get this, but which country makes this? That's one of the questions on the quiz next week, and this is exactly how the questions are going to be laid out. So is it A, the UK, B, USA, C, Canada, or D, Australia? Okay? Is it A, UK, B, USA, C, Canada, or D, Australia? So that's it. And then once you've submitted your form, I can tell you who's winning. So 28 responses we've had. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it for a little minute. I'll get on with chat and then we'll come back to it. But that's how the quiz runs. Now I'm aiming for 50 questions, so there won't just be one on that answer sheet. There'll be 50, and you'll have to work your way down. So we'll have to see. You're still healing from Optimus legs. It's the blisters, Lou. Look at this. Can you see? You can't see it there. Look, it's red. It's red raw. I've cut myself here. This is it's crazy. I didn't expect it to be so big. It's only when you start putting the things on that you realize actually how big it is. You keep hoping that the tumbler gives you as much as the LaFerrari does. I believe, Matthias, that it probably will. I think it will later on down the line. So we'll have to see. But it's good. Right, we've had I'm gonna draw a thing on the on that little test quiz there. Now I'm going to try and share the screen so you can actually see what I see. Okay, I'm just making sure there's no email addresses on here. There's email addresses on here, so I'm not going to share the screen. Okay, but basically we had out of 34 responses. Let me just end this. Hang on, I'm not accepting responses now. It won't let you do any responses now. We had 34 people respond to that quiz. Okay, and a few people got it wrong. Lou got it wrong. And a few people got it right. Will, you got it right. M. Boniki, you got it right. And most people, 23 people, said it was D. The answer was D. It was Australia. So I know all your Aussies are going to get it. We had 4 people say A, 3 people say B, and 4 people say C. So now you know the answer is Australia. Now I think I can send responses. Can I do that? Stand by. I'm figuring this out as I go along here. I think it's there. Send? No, I don't know. Hopefully you've got an answer saying how many you got right. But that's how it works. But I will be able to tot up and we'll see who the winner is. Now, if there's a tie when we do the Christmas quiz next week, your names are going to go in a wheel of names and we're going to pick random people who are going to win. But it's all fun. It's all for fun. Remember that. I don't want people kidding because Mrs. Welder Wayne, who's not sitting here, but she will be sitting here, her decision is final. So whatever she says is up. What's up with your refit, Wayne? I'm going to be starting the nacelles, Brian Daniels. It's actually parked at the moment under there because I finished the saucer. And the saucer's looking great, apart from I still need to do the Aztecing on it. But stupid me, I had a bit of dirt on the back of it, so I sprayed it with a bit of the coat I was using. And that spray went on the back window and pretty much destroyed the back window, the VIP lounge window. So I'm going to have to remove it and put it back in because there's no way I'm getting that paint off that flimsy bit of plastic. So it is what it is. I can't get to it from underneath either. It's not like I can take the thing apart because the it's all been glued together. The good thing is the way I installed the window is that I can actually put a new window in from the outside. I didn't do the way most people do it, where they just put it in that indent thing. I sort of shaved the out. You saw my video. You must have seen how I did that. Is the Lancaster description only available in shops, Wayne? I haven't got a clue, Ken. It's going to be available for order, because even the shop ones give you a subscription address at the bottom, so you can actually send that off. But I don't even know if we're seeing it in the shops, but the fact that it's coming out on Wednesday the 27th says to me we probably are. So hello, Fangdoc, how's it going? I know the link was probably wrong because I had a cock up with technology at the start. So I'm glad you found us. I'm glad 190 people found us, which is cool. We've had one new member tonight, so thank you for that new member who came on board. I will thank you personally when after the stream. No, you can't transform. The Optimus Prime is a static model. But which Die Hard? Well, Die Hard 1 and 2 are Christmas films. I found Die Hard 2 more Christmassy than Die Hard 1. But in Die Hard 1, he does say ho, ho, ho. So, you know what, Matthias, I've got Violent Night, but I haven't seen it. I've had it since last year, but I just never had the urge to see it. When's the Nissan Skyline released? I believe, where are we? I think it's either probably this week or next week. I don't know. It's December sometime, Adam's Angling TV. So you will see it shortly. Keep looking on the fan homepage and you're going to see that coming soon. I also noticed, what else did I notice? For you Americans, the ET build that's coming or is going to start shipping to you in January. I think Back posted that on the customer service forum. So that's coming delivery in January. And we've also got the Star Trek die-cast ship collection, which is starting next year as well. And I think that's been announced. And I believe Kevin the Nexus has created a group for that. So that's coming soon as well. All cool. Good Thursday night. So it's Bill Henkel. Well, welcome aboard, Bill. Bill, that means that you're going to get your name highlighted with a little badge. Now, that the longer you're subscribed or longer you're a channel member, that badge changes. And I think the very top badge is purple. I can actually change those stars, but I haven't thought what I can change them to. I need to give that some thought. So, damn it, you got it wrong. It's not A. It wasn't the UK. It's because I'm an Aussie, you see. As if people didn't know, I was born in Australia. So I was brought up on Vegemite. Vegemite is kind of like Marmite in the UK. I don't know if you get Marmite in America. It's a yeast extract. And I taste it now and it tastes vile. But for some reason, it was the nicest tasting thing I ever had when I lived in Australia. So I don't know if it's the climate or what. But I used to have it on bread. I used to have it just on my finger. It's one of those you either like it or hate it tastes. You don't have a QR reader. Well, in chat, it should have linked the link as well, though, Paul. But it's not accepting responses now. I've shut that down. So, but look, Brian got it. The thing is, Brian, that would have got you a timeout next week because we don't put answers on chat next week. What I was going to do is I was going to try and stop you writing either A, B, C, or D in chat. But the problem with that is, just like Brian's done, is if you write the answer, I can't really stop that. So, but there's going to be moderators next week. You'll be in timeout for 5 minutes or something. But you don't have to use that answer sheet, just so you know, next week. If you just want to play for fun and just sit down with a pen and paper and do it for fun, it's that's the whole thing. This is the third one we've done, I think, on the channel. And we just have a lot of fun that night. Just so you know, I mean, I will announce it next week. We did raise over £1,000 for Parkinson's UK. So that was brilliant for the charity. And I did get a letter from the Parkinson's people, which I will read out next week as well. I've still kept that here. So thank you all for supporting the Parkinson's charity this year. Next year, we're going to be supporting the Mind charity in the UK. But I'll give more information of that when we're in the new year. But Paul, not on the screen. Oh, thank you, Steve Powell. Welcome to the channel. Again, if anyone wants to look, I sound like a blooming seller now, don't I? But if anyone wants to join, I'll leave that there while I'm just reading out the rest of the chat for a second. Brandon Toji, hi Wayne, love your channel. I've got all your Build the Terminator videos saved as I have all the issues in storage and yet to even start building it. It's a fun build, the Terminator, but again, just like this Optimus Prime, you're going to get sore hands. You're going to get frustrated because there's a lot of metal and there's also a lot of plastic. And you'd kind of think that it might be a little bit top heavy. And that's why you have the stand the way it is. So that's that. You thought the answer was C. What was C? I can't remember what I put in there. Canada. It wasn't Canada. That's a good question. Vegemite is made on Venus and is imported by Space Whales. It probably is with the way it tastes. You know what? I can eat it now, no problems. But I do get an idea of how it tasted when I was a kid, and it was the nicest thing ever. It was like Willy Wonka chocolate to me when I was little. But I taste it now and I think, oh my God, what was wrong with me? No, it's not like Who. It should be like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, that was a really easy question. I thought that was an easy question. The questions are going to be harder this year, okay, compared to last year, because the answers are going to be on the screen somewhere. Out of those 4, you've got a 25% chance of getting it right. So there are some hard ones. You're also going to need to have speakers handy because 6 of the questions involve listening to a bit of music. So just so you know, you got. You answered before you knew the question. What are you talking about, Lou? Lou the seer. You can see into the future. You were doing the Ghostbusters thing, weren't you? Do you want me to do like positive reinforcement? You answer the question and I'll give you an electric shock if you get it right or wrong. And we'll keep doing it throughout the whole thing until you get it right. And then zoo. Have I tried Marmite peanut butter? No, I haven't. I've never tried Marmite, I don't think, Adrian. I only know I must have tried it because I know it tastes like Vegemite. They're both yeast extracts, and they look kind of similar. So, you accept fabric bribes. You and your fabric obsession. Oh, my God. Yeah, the event store. So, Speed Builder. So, what happened, as I said, my fingers are just killing me at the moment. So, I was going to be doing the event store. What day is it today? Thursday. I was going to do it yesterday, but I've changed my mind, and I'm probably going to be doing that now. Titanic will be Monday, so that'll be on Tuesday. The event store will be on channel live on Tuesday. One of my good friends, Moss, stand by. When I go to these Airfix press days, I meet Moss there. He's normally builds Airfix models. Moss 6510 models. If you do a search for Moss MOS 6510 models, he's actually building the event store as well. So he's going to be doing that on the channel. He did say he wants it built before the 24th of December, and I believe that he's starting on the 20th. So he's going to try and build it in 4 days. Now, you saw what I was like building that Amazon in like 14 hours. I don't know if it could be done, but good luck, boss. Has the 007 build become a bi-monthly build now? We're late on delivery. Chris, you know what? Everything's late at the moment. It's not just Agora, Hachette, Fan Home. They're all having delays, and I think it's the Christmas period and the logistics of it, and containers being so much more money, and just so much stuff in the whole logistic network at the moment, which is why things are delayed. So no, it's not, but hopefully everything will be back on track again soon. I do know that I need to switch that hinge round, so I can't forget to do that. So all fun. Did Mrs. Worldaway get the embroidery machine fit? No, last week I took it down to a Brother Embroidery Service Centre, which was in Wickford, which is like 110 miles away from here. But from when I go and pick my kids up, which in Basildon Way, it's right next to Basildon. So I dropped it in, and I'm hoping to pick it up next week. So it's not cheap, these services are. I think a full service on that machine is £195. I just picked a basic service, which is about £95. Plus whatever the parts are on top to fix it. But she's missing it big time. So, see, look, Christmas film. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. What scale would a Lancaster be? I've got no idea total scale models. I think the old one that they did, stand by. I don't think this, well, it might be as big as that. Stand by. The old one they did, because they made a wooden one before, was 132 scale. I can't remember what the new one's going to be. Now remember, it's going to be dynamic, a bit like the Spitfire and the Zero Fighter. It's going to be able to move, and the propellers go round, and it's got a base that it fits on. I don't think it's going to be as big, but as soon as I know, you'll know. But I haven't got a clue at the moment. Oh look, Ian's joined. Hello, Ian. Does that mean that? Hang on, stand by. Let me go over there. Does that mean that your name's in like, yeah, you've got all sorts of icons after your name now, Ian. Show off Ian, bless him. Nothing says TV Christmas in the UK like The Great Escape. The funny thing is, though, Nigel, I watched The Great Escape last month. I got in early. I love that film. Absolutely love it. That's the film that keeps on giving. That one. But what do you think of those gremlins, though, Lou? I love those gremlins. Now, I looked at a test file, and they actually stand. You can have them as scaled as you want. The raw figures are 15 centimeters tall. So we're looking about that tall. You could probably make them bigger just a little bit. But, yeah. So I'm just thinking, you know, I'm never going to be able to paint that many for Wonderfest. There's hundreds of them, though. Hundreds of them. When you get the kit, it's because I subscribe to the guy's Patreon. The guy's got a Patreon channel, and I think it was £8.50 to subscribe a month, but you get all of those figures free. So that whole Gremlins thing just cost me £8.50. And you in the diorama, you get everything except for the spider gremlin and the the bat gremlin. But those files are free as well on his Patreon. So he added them to the diorama as well. Well, Wayne sent you a photo of my advent calendar. Oh, when did you send that on Facebook? I was toying with we can get an advent calendar in the UK. I don't know if you folks in the US or Australia can get it. Of the Enterprise, you build a little mini Enterprise D, I believe it is, from an advent calendar. But it was like £80, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be like a Kinder Egg, and I'm not quite sure of the size for it. At the moment, unfortunately, I don't think it's working. I can't see anything. Where did you? Oh, you must have emailed me. Did you email me? Stand by. No, don't know. Don't know. I'll probably find it afterwards. Oh, unless it's on my other Facebook account. I've got my personal account, and I've got my World of Wayne page account. Did you send it on that? Stand by. Checking. God, this thing's chugging along tonight, isn't it? Oh, William Hall, that's an advent calendar. So you've got you got a Nakatomi advent calendar. I've got other messages on here, so I can't actually show them off. But he's got an advent calendar which is in the shape of Nakatomi building with doors going all the way down. It's a shame I can't show you because it's going to show all my other ones. And John Freeman, I've just got your message about the stream tonight. Sorry if you're watching this on catch up because I didn't get a chance to link the new stream. But if you go onto my website, I'm sure it's actually the top playing video while I'm live. So we'll have to see. Marmite on crumpets. I don't know. It's also mentioned in that song. There's a song about Vegemite, really? Look at that. Born in Scotland, have an English accent, live in Germany. You can't be born in Scotland and have an English accent. You got to have a Scottish accent. That's my terrible Scottish accent. I need a whiskey in me to speak Scottish. And trust me, when I'm up there in there, because I'm in Scotland from the 29th of December for like 4 days in the middle of nowhere, right outside the Glencoe. It's going to be lovely. So I'm celebrating New Year with mountains and probably a little bit of snow in the freezing cold with a log fire burning. I've got a hot tub as well, so I'll be in the hot tub. Me and Mrs. World of Wayne, and the sausages are coming as well. I'm probably going to have the sausages in here next week. That's the girls. That's Millie and Bella. I'm wondering, can we put a bed on here, do you reckon? And they can just sit here and just do whatever they do. So thank you, Steve Powell. I appreciate that. Your name popped up there as well, didn't it? I never programmed that in. So how that happens is beyond me. Technology, huh? You haven't seen the poker build for a while, Carl. I did an update last week on the 72D. I haven't started the event door. The one you haven't seen for a while is the Lotus 97T. I've got 2 packs of it down here, and I've got to get on that next week. It's been a couple of months since I worked on the Senna Lotus. So Marmite is a product of Satan. It's a love and hate thing, isn't it? Do you get Marmite in America? I've got to ask this. Lou, would you know? Any of my American friends there? Steve, do we get Marmite in America? Because it's weird that some of the things you don't get in America. I understand you don't have sausage rolls in America. Crazy stuff. You have Parkinson's, Brian. My dad's had it for 30 years now. He's in a home now, but it's not. It takes some dealing with. It's a new challenge every day. KCC. Hey there, well, Wayne, I just finished my Ecto. Thanks for your help. Do you know where a guy in the US can get a display case? Fan Home is not offering one. Well, I know Model Mods offered bespoke cases. I believe Agora Models also offer bespoke cases, so you might want to check those two out. No, it's Marmite is this color. Our mini adventures is black or brown, whatever the color that is, and it's not sweet. It's a tiny bit bitter and tangy. It's just got a, I don't know, suck on some yeast for a little while. That's what it tastes like. Oh, you get the best of both worlds now, then, Steve. You'll get all content on Patreon will be on channel members. All content on channel members will be on Patreon as well. The only difference is, which is why it's a little bit more, I think it's 99 cents more expensive on here, is you do get all the emotes and stuff on the interactive chat. Greetings from Yucatan, Mexico. Did I pronounce that right? Yucatan, Mexico. How's things in Mexico? I've always wanted to go. I want to go Cancun and do a bit of scuba diving. I haven't been scuba diving since the Dominican Republic, which was, God, 2003. 20 years since I last went scuba diving. I've still got my paddy card, but I haven't used it in 20 years, so God knows what it means. I probably wouldn't even be able to remember what to do. I'd need a refresher course, I think. Was that Wayne? You're like, crack, I started the Optimus Prime and more build I want to build. I did have a t-shirt at one time, Mr. Donuts, which says, you can blame it on me. A bit like the Akon song with just loads of money on it, because the amount of times that I've upset someone's wife or something because they watched my video and they've ordered something. But, you know, in this house, we tend to order things secretly. Mrs. World of Wayne does it. I do it. I just don't tell her that I've ordered things now. So, like, you remember I told you about my OCD and that I was redoing my back here? Well, look, you probably noticed now that it's filling up with Vallejo paints. It's because I've been ordering stuff. I've been ordering Vallejo paints. So I'm working on a row at a time. So just so you know, there's 210 Vallejo paints in the whole Vallejo paint model color range. There's actually more if you want to get. They do model color lacquers, believe it or not. Only about 15 colors, but I'm not interested in them. Which means I will have room for model air. So I'm going to get some model air up there as well. That is going to look absolutely brilliant with just full of paints. Whether I'm going to get a use out of them, I don't know. Because remember, I'm colorblind, and most of those colors, especially the greens, look exactly the same to me. But I am trying to get my brush painting skills down. This is going to be airbrushed once I've brushed it. I'll be using a little bit of highlighting and stuff with my airbrush on that. But interesting model. I'm going to try. But with Death's Horse is like greys and blacks. So, obviously, and the skull is going to be skull colored, I guess. I'll figure something out. I'm also building the Mustang. I am also building the 1/6 scale Mustang, which I believe I've had quite a... You remember someone was asking about... Was it you, Chris Hurst? It was, wasn't it? About Agora models. I've had emails regarding the Lotus, the Senna Lotus, the Mustang, the 1/6 Mustang. There's just logistic problems everywhere at the moment. That's why that's delayed. That Lotus, I said, even though I haven't done it for 2 months, I'm still 2 packs there. So I am behind on that Lotus. I need to get on with that. Hi, Wayne, the model with the dustbin, the Thunder Road there. Could you tell me the movie is from Explorers with Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix? And is it Robert Picardo? He plays the alien. He gets in all of Joe Dante's films. But yeah, Explorers is the film. That file is made by Jeff Fink. And I do believe it's still available on the Partwork Upgrade site, partworkupgrades.com. The SDL file, anyway, you'd have to print that. But that looks just like that. But yeah, the Thunder Road, that is, from Explorers. Pocker. Now, I call it Pocker because that's what the CEO called it. It says 20 hours to build the Aventador. Don't think so after looking at the parts. There is no way in a billion years, Ed, that's going to be done in 20 hours. But you know what? You saying that is now a challenge, Ed. You've challenged me, so perhaps I will get a stopwatch here. The problem is I haven't opened the box yet. So are the instructions a bit like they are for the Lotus there? That, you know, it's typical Pocker instructions where you've got to figure out what order to put the parts in, because that takes hours in itself. But 20 hours to build. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think you've. I am going to put a clock on there and see how well we do. It says 20 hours to build, and no doubt we'll look at the end, and I'll be like, okay, so 222 hours. Down Under by Men at Work made Vegemite famous. She just smiled and gave me a bit of a sandwich. She said, do you come from a land? Did I say Vegemite in that song? Oh, yeah. I just said it. Gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Oh, my God. I know the words. She just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Yeah. Wow. You don't want to hear me sing on stream. Well, next week, it's one of these things that happen, unfortunately. Don't be surprised if we're in full tirade next week with karaoke. The first hour is going to be fine, but by the second hour, who knows? It will finish at 9, trust me. Whether we're on the floor and you're just seeing a blank chair or not, I don't know. But it's going to be fun. Wayne, you heard Agora is planning a G1 Megatron. I've not heard that. You got to love rumours. I've not heard that at all. I'm hoping that we're going to hear about the Lotus Esprit. God, I've been waiting for that for a long time. One of my favourite Bond films as well. That's why I like it. When I saw that Lotus Esprit at the Peterson last year, God, that was only last year. I fell in love with the car. It's a great car. I still can't believe 20 hours. Yes, the Lancaster Bomber's coming out December 27th, Adam's Angling. So hopefully you'll get that in your news agents, hopefully. Don't quote me, though. All I know is coming out December 27th. Where you get it, I don't know. You're going to be arriving in Wolverhampton. We'll be Wolverhampton the 21st in time for Christmas. Well-timed cruise this year. So are you going down towards Birmingham or are you staying up Wolverhampton way? God, the amount of times I've been to Wolverhampton, I'm telling you. As I said, because of my mum's family lived there, it was the destination. But we used to get the train from, because I lived in Basildon. Let me get this right. Basildon to Fenchurch Street, Tower Hill to Euston Square, walk to Euston, and then go to Wolverhampton that way, which meant going Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Samwell and Dudley, I think, and then it was Wolverhampton. Oh, those were the times. But they used to live around Heathtown, and now they live near Wensfield, Nayshells Lane, the Willenhall Road, around there. So you see, I know the place quite well. I'm surprised that there have not been any new Gremlins movies. I think Joe Dante must have thought of it, because you think, apart from that speech by Phoebe Cates, where, to be honest with you, Phoebe Cates can say, Mrs. Wayne, close your ears. Phoebe Cates can say anything and I'll be mesmerized on the screen. But Gremlins 2 was sort of like a piss take of Gremlins 1. And I think Joe Dante must have had an enormous amount of fun doing that. But I can't see a Gremlins 3 after what happened in Gremlins 2. When we pick up the models from Centauria, like Gormon's picked up some of XO models, what model were you looking for? Ferrari 2000G? Is there anything in particular? If you make the Gremlins 40 centimeters tall, they'll be full scale. It's what I can print them on, because I mean that Gremlin would look great on the resin printer. With that size on a filament printer, I don't know. You're going to get the layer lines and you'll notice them. Those Gremlins are sweet. I do need to wake up my printer. It's been a while. You could print the whole lot, Lou. I'm telling you, you'd have a field day. You purchased the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar this year. I was really considering that Star Trek one, but perhaps next year I'll do an Advent Calendar. I know Paint with Penny's been opening an Advent Calendar every day, so I've been watching Paint with Penny's videos. It's not Christmas until you see Hans Gruber fall. Oh, you built the Enterprise Advent Calendar last year. It wasn't worth £80. That's what I thought when I saw some of the little bits go together. I'm glad someone did it. I was tempted, I have to say. I was very tempted. Emgo built the Enterprise D Advent Calendar. So, it's that's the brand, Emgo. Right, okay. Oh, so people were aware of it then. I just thought it was something that has been like niche. No one knew about it. Yeah, you see, I'm so behind on chat. I'm just repeating messages from what people have sent. I hope I've answered those questions. Never seen Marmite. Sounds like a vermin to be exterminated. It's not. I don't think you'd like it. But then again, you know what, Lou? This is going to shock you. All you Americans, I need you to sit down because I'm about to tell you something that's going to freak you out. I don't like jerky. I hate jerky. And like you get all of these flavors, and like I see the American, like Linus Tech Tips, all these big YouTube channels promoting it. We get them over here and they're vile. It's absolutely, I can't even swallow the stuff. It's disgusting. I hate jerky. So I don't know if that's like an acquired taste as well. But I'd eat all the Marmite under the sun. But I haven't found any jerky flavor I like. And I love meat. I'm a big meat lover, but it's like chewing leather. Hi, Wayne. Just wondering if painting the wall bracket arm holding Vincent the same color as the wall would make it appear to float. I'm guessing it probably would, Brendan. I did the same thing. Look, you see that blockbuster? I painted the lead. So that's the sort of effect you're going to get. You made me think, Brendan. Perhaps I should. Should I paint that? Yeah, let's paint it. I'm going to paint it. Thank you for that suggestion, Brendan. I do have lots of paint. Ian left me with like the biggest tub of paint for these walls. So, Marmite, you hate it. So you've tried it as well. Wife loves it. I can't even stand the smell of it. I always know when she's had it. And you can't. Marmite's the food of gods. Oh my God. It's what's that? What is the food of gods? That could have been a quiz question. I think we had that last year. It's ambrosia. Mrs. Weldaway screaming at the thing because she knew that. For the Ecto, you don't need a display case. You need a fish tank. You need a coffee table or something. That's ginormous. But I'm guessing that's going to be the size of the. That's the size of the 1/6 scale Mustang I'm building. What is the process and requirements for the like of other Agora models to pick up? I don't know. I don't know. Agora tend to, they've been picking up a lot of the Hachette models. I don't know the inner workings of it. But I know that James gave an insight on the podcast about how things work, but how they pick up models and that sort of thing, I don't know. I'm guessing that sort of information is probably business sensitive anyway, so we probably wouldn't know. But it's interesting. Oh, I like Bovril. Who doesn't like Bovril? Cup of Bovril. It's just like gravy in a cup. You can dip your bread in it. Oh, finally back on the internet. Yay. As BT messes about with my bandwidth from 10K to 270 megabits. Oh, my God. Well, you have to watch me on demand then, Chris. But I had internet issues at the start of the stream. But, well, not internet, ID10T errors. I think the word you're looking for is disgusting when you talk about Marmite. Oh, there's a mixed bag out there. Although I haven't seen someone apart from Will's wife saying that they like Marmite. That's interesting. Yeah, no one ever mentions Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie. That is a Christmas movie. You're right, Dayhole. I fancy watching that, actually. Is there there's going to be a Lethal Weapon 5, isn't there? Is that in pre-production or something? And I saw that Axel F, another Beverly Hills Cop film, is going to be on a straight to Netflix thing. Now, I don't normally like that sort of thing, but I did like the Coming to America sequel with Eddie Murphy. I kind of enjoyed that. So, hello, Archie, over in California. What's the time over there at the moment? Let me think. 8 hours. It must be just after midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I bet you're loving sunshine over there. I didn't do the weather tonight, did I? It's raining. It's cold. Whenever you want to come, we'll go to Cozumel. I've probably butchered that name. It's great for scuba diving. I really need to take a refresher course, Shark. Definitely need to take a refresher course. I mean, if you look at my channel, my YouTube channel, I've actually got my scuba diving exam on the channel. I think it is just called Scuba Diving in the Dominican Republic, but it's one of the earliest videos I did. But my whole thing, all is filmed underwater, as me doing the scuba diving exam. Sausage rolls sounds like collages that we have here. Bread roll with sausage in the middle. It's more like a phyllo pastry, a flaky pastry that's cooked around the sausage. Miracle on Ape Street. I do blame it on you, Wayne. I've started building 3 models now. Iron Man, RoboCop, and Knight Rider. That's the other thing. In America, I don't know if it's in this country as well, you can buy the Iron Man as a full kit now. Can anyone confirm if that proposition is in the UK? I don't know. I did see the message that it's available in the US, though. You like, yeah, videos of watching the Americans trying out British biscuits and chocolates. Our chocolate tastes far nicer than American chocolate. You're going to pull the workshop apart over the Christmas break? Or you want to rearrange the layout? Over the Christmas break, I tried to do minimal. That's my rest period for the year. I don't know what the release schedule for videos for me is going to be over Christmas. Because as I said, I'm not here from the 29th. So I've got people looking after the house. And me and the sausages are going to be, Mrs. Weldawayne are going to be in Scotland. So, hello, Roy. How's it going? How the devil are you? You're up to date with the Lotus 97T. Yeah, I need to catch up on those. I might try and do them in one video, Pete, to be honest with you. There's 8 stages, or is it 10? Might be 10 stages to do. It's the same instructions. There's no way then that takes 20 hours. It probably takes 20 hours to read the instructions. Can you imagine that? A build-off challenge. We have 2 tables and we're not allowed to go home until it's finished. We get a community centre. We sit there building the Lamborghini Aventador. I do have a link for that, actually. I'm just trying to see. Do I still have the link on here? I don't think I do. I don't. Well, hopefully I'll have a link next week for that. You'd love to see the model of the Mad Max Interceptor. That'd be cool. I'm looking down the chat. Some people have repeated their comments. I'm having to just filter through them because I do get to the chat eventually. You know where I live. You live in Wensfield. You're in Ashmore Park Estate. Well, we used to go years ago, Adrian. We used to go to, I don't know if you know it, the Bolton Road Conservative Club. That used to be like the local. So that's where I was brought up. I don't even know if that's still there. There's also a Conservative club on the road that goes from the Willenhall Road to Wensfield. So con clubs all over the place. And the Chillington up the Willenhall Road as well. But the Nayshell pub got knocked down. I noticed that quite a few years ago. You're staying in Wolverhampton so we can spend Christmas with my family. My dad lives in Heathtown. Oh, you see? Heathtown. I know Heathtown very well. 50 yards from the Kent House. We were there for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know Heathtown big time. They used to have lots of flats there. My auntie lived in one of the flats in Ickenham Street, I think it was called. But, oh, bless Heathtown. Haven't heard that for ages. I think there's something Gremlin related out there. I heard of something with Mogwai in the title. Gremlin's coming back big time. I think it's because of Grogu. Grogu, I mean, look, where is he? He's over, he's hiding. Can you see him? That's just Gizmo, really, isn't it? It's like a bold Gizmo. Where did I get the Jaws model from? I'm looking around. What Jaws model? I'm confused. Oh, Mark England, I'm confused. What Jaws model? Are we talking about the Orca or the one that I'm building with Spruverse and Ludo Meso, the mechanical shark? I'm not sure which one you mean. Jerky is meat flavored rubber. You see what I mean? Beef jerky is just cow raisins. You see what I mean? I just can't. I don't like it. The way some of these influencers on YouTube talk about jerky, it's like the cream of the gods, as you said. But jerky looks like a dog chew to me. US foods, biscuits and gravy. No food stuff ever be great. You lived in the US, but in a Swiss community. They had Lanyega that sold instead of jerky. Moved since then. Makes my mouth water thinking about it. So no one in here said they like jerky. That's concerning. Oh my God, that's concerning. So it's not, you see, I get the impression again by the way these influencers talk is like, oh, you know what? I've got to get out and go and buy some jerky. Like we would go out to go and get, I don't know, a pack of crisps and a Mars bar. It's 3:51 on the East Coast. So you're 5 hours behind, Brian. And then I think on the West Coast, it's about 8 hours, isn't it? So there you go. Look, Mrs. Weldawayne's corrected me. It's not flaky pastry, puff pastry, wrapped around sausage meat and baked in the oven. That's a sausage roll. You like German chocolate yourself? I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate. But I like Swiss chocolate. I like German chocolate, but it has to be milk chocolate for me. Actually, dark chocolate is one of the triggers for migraines for me. So not good. And you know what? I don't know what's going on with my migraines lately, but I don't have any. And in the last 2 weeks, I've had 3, which is worrying. So perhaps it's the stress of the holidays or something. I don't know. Your holiday break is going to be a lot of partware building. Might break me though. Oh, bless. Oh, there we go. There's the link to the Aventador. All good. Thank you, Ian. Hi, Greg. Sorry you're late. We've only got like 3 more minutes left. But you get to watch it on demand. Russell, you spent, oh, hello, brother. How's it going? You spent practically my whole week working on Lotus Amira bodywork. Well, you know, we've got Lotuses coming out our ears now, Russell, because we're building the Lotus 72D, the Lotus 9070, and next week we got the, is it next week? Next year? I don't know when it's going to be announced, the Lotus Esprit. So, oh, you got to love a Lotus though, haven't you? How the devil are you? Is everything okay, mate? I wasn't happy with the Rams result this week, and Jack definitely wasn't happy with the Dolphins result. Inkerman Street is where your dad's house is. No way. Near to the railway bridge at the top end of the street. Yeah, that's the one. Inkerman Street. They don't live there no more. Number 9 Inkerman Street they used to live at. Oh, you're 6 minutes behind. Oh, bless. Hello, Todd. How's it going? Oh, there we go. Todd loves beef jerky. We found someone who likes beef jerky. No one seems to like it, Todd. I hate it. Oh, there we go. Brian likes it as well. Now, home smoked jerky is fantastic, but the mass-produced stuff is just rubber. So it's yeah. Whatever I tasted, it took me ages to get the taste out of my mouth. But there you go. So tonight we have done an experiment with how the Christmas quiz is going to go next week. So hopefully a lot of you are going to be joining us for the Christmas quiz. I said Mrs. World of Wayne's going to be joining us as well. We've had 4 new members on the channel tonight, so thank you very much for joining. And you'll be able to join in with the Patreon and the members live streams on Wednesday. We've finished that Mechanical Dinosaur. I think we're going to be starting the Spaceballs 5 Eagle 5 thing from Spaceballs, and that's from Cosmic Scale Models. I think that's what we're going to be doing on the channel next Wednesday. But thank you. Yeah, we all lost, definitely. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to finish my run. Other than that, have a good night and take care. I haven't got any idea how to stop this stream on my stream. I've got to figure it out.